So good morning, Uri Feldman, CEO of Optiqgain.
Good morning,
We're
Nita.
very honored to have you today as part of the Restart Israel
Pleasure.
program. Can you tell us what brings you here? What do you do? And Uri
Okay,
Feldman.
so let me maybe start with introducing myself.
Correct.
So I'm the CEO of a company called Optiqgain, and I'm a serial entrepreneur. This is my fourth startup. I have an IPO and M&A experience of my previous startups. Almost 40 years in the Israeli high-tech industry. I've been one of the first employees of a big company called Optiqgain. I've been with them in senior positions all over the world. And in the last 25 years, I've been CEO for several companies, some startups, some large companies. So I do have a lot of experience in the international arena. About my company, Optiqgain is a company that specializes in industrial gas analyzers, and we intend to take it to the continuous emission monitoring application.
Yeah. Can you tell us why is it so important to monitor the pollution coming out of chimneys?
Well, it's a known fact that industrial emissions accounts for more than 50% of the greenhouse gas. And as you know, with all the climate crisis that we are starting to face, this is becoming a major pain, and countries all over the world start to, control it, and they put some regulations. And you cannot really enforce regulation without being able to measure the pollution coming out of chimneys. So the instruments that we are developing and that exist already in the market are intended to measure the gas, the different type of gases in the chimney, and monitor to make sure that it doesn't cross a certain limit that was set on the regulation.
So why do you seem to think that the market is striving for new gas analysis?
Yeah, the reason is there are a few technologies, but I would say about three technologies that are currently leading this market. None of them really meet the real need of the market. They are either, I would say, non-real time, because industrial needs to be in real time, because you need to monitor it continuously. So they are non-real time and a maintenance nightmare. Or some are high performance but very expensive and are very limited with the gas support. So the market is, for the last, I would say, tens of years, are looking continuously for new technologies that can help meet the need. And the need to say is that the analyzer needs to measure all the gases in the sample. Sometimes it's more than 20 type of gases that exist in the sample itself that you need to monitor. Needs to be in a very high sensitive, down to ppm, parts per million, and even parts per billion, which is very, very high. It's high accuracy. Also, do it in real time, be maintenance free, because some of the products today are far from that, and this means that it needs to be insensitive to environment conditions, and also it doesn't need to have difficult calibration processes and so on. And it needs to be low capex, because today the regulation, for example, starts to take to enforce it in small power plants, like down to 1 megawatt, and also on vessels. So you cannot, if a high performance system costs about $20 million, you cannot really ask small facilities to expend such a huge item or instrument, and especially if you need to do it in multiple locations in that facility.
Right.
So it needs to have a low capex as well, and none of them really meet the whole game.
I see. Given that you've been in the market for, you said, 5 years or so?
Yep.
Curious to hear, what is your claim to fame?
Okay. We have developed a disruptive technology. It's basically, I think that I would say it's safe to assume that we're the first in the world to develop or to industrial, I would say, a sensing technology called stimulated Raman.
Yes.
That was developed in the academy tens of years ago. Today there are gas analyzers in the academy that prove the capability, the high performance capability of this sensing technology, but none of them was industrialized because of the cost. And the reason is that for each material that you need to measure, you need to use 2 different lasers in different wavelength.
Yes.
For each one. So if you need to analyze 20 materials, they need to use more than 20 light sources, and this is a huge expense. I mean, the cost is unbelievable. So it costs, for example, in the academy to set up such a product it costs a few $1 million. So it's not really economical for industrial use. We have managed to develop a solution based on a single light source. So one light source does everything,
I see.
and that takes down the price, the bill of material of the product significantly. Doing that, we have managed to combine a few emerging deep tech technologies to achieve that, to include what is called hollow core crystal fiber and also super continuum laser. I know that it's, you know,
I would say that for bottom line, I think its message in terms of
Yes.
claim to fame was understood. Now, what is your go-to-market strategy? How do you plan to hit the market?
Initially, we plan on adopting an OEM strategy, meaning that we want to partner with a leading gas analyzer makers and license our technology to them, and also sell them some key components of our product, something that we make in-house, but let them productize it and take it to market.
I see.
Later on, we might consider doing it ourselves. Once we mature our technology and product and gain the financial strength, we might do it ourselves in other segments.
And so, what is your expectations in terms of a financial round? Anything that could be valuable for the audience watching?
We are currently at the stage where we have a working lab product, and we currently are raising funds to productize it and take it to market in 24. And for that, we need, we're looking for $1.5 million with a minimum of one, but 1.5 is preferred. We are currently talking to the Israel Innovation Authority, and probably in the next week or two, they are going to approve our program, or they are going to grant us $300,000 to $400,000 out of that. So that, in a nutshell, is what we're looking for.
Excellent. I wish you much luck and success, and thank you so much for participating and being here today with us. Uri Feldman from Optiqgain.
Thank you.